Previously, we've talked about how to plan your calendar, when to start and when to end, so that you know how many weeks you should be meeting for. And so now that you know how many weeks you're meeting for the year, now is the time to focus on filling in your calendar. From my perspective, there are 4 items to consider: handbook sections, theme nights, special events, and additional events. First, let's look at handbook sections. This is key for all clubs except for Sparks for most churches. Identify which section you will focus on for the week. Some clubs, like Cubbies, you may need to add special days if your club year has more meetings than regular handbook sections. For other clubs, like TNT Trek and Journey, you may need to combine some sections if your club meets fewer times than there are sections in the handbook. Personally, for TNT, I prefer to combine the final review section of each unit with the last section before the review unit, usually combining sections 7 and 8, except for Unit 1, which includes the start zone. Sparks generally still move at their own pace. Some clubs focus on a particular section in the handbook for each week. They call it Together We Move. I have a pacing schedule that they should follow if they desire to complete their handbook during the club year. If you focus on a section per week for Sparks, then list that section on the calendar. Otherwise, I would recommend providing a pacing schedule. Theme nights are not required, but they can enhance excitement for your club. You need to decide how often you will hold a theme night, whether it's every club night, once a month, once a quarter, etc. The frequency is up to you. We will talk about theme nights and what they are in another session. Next are special events. These could be anything that you might do on a club night aside from themes or things which focus or which handbook sections to focus on. It might include missions, the Grand Prix, the Awana store, parent night, or any other event that you might hold during the Awana Club meeting that is extra for that evening, not just the section that you're focused on. Finally, there are additional events. These would be events that you hold for your Awana Club that take place on other days and times than your usual club night. Events could include, again, the Grand Prix if you hold it on a different day aside from a club night. Regional events like the Awana Ministry Conference, quizzing, and games if your region holds them. It could also include items that your church does, like trunk or treat or any other event you might hold that is Awana related. Including these different aspects in your calendar helps your families know what to expect during the year. Once you have your calendar full and approved, it is time to publish and share it everywhere.